I got my window open. I never do this. Oh, that's way too bright. Behind the scenes. Do I need to light up my background? Continuity, I think. You guys might be able to hear my brother and my boyfriend talking. We just, my brother and I just got back from getting lunch, and I had this idea because I've been obsessed with SPF recently. I'll just talk to you while I turn on my background light. I've been obsessed with SPF and reapplying ever since I got my chemical peel. Is this centered? It might be too bright because I haven't closed my window, so this is all like open. I really don't care. All right, so I did my makeup today, and I did something very, very basic. I'm not wearing foundation. It's kind of like Bare Minerals powders, some concealer, some cream blush. I really love the way that it turned out, and I kind of want to do a tutorial on it, like for summer, because it's super comfortable and it's like wearing really well, and it's like glam, you know, with like the eyeshadow and the liner. All my lip product came off because I was eating pizza. But yeah, I really love it. So anyway, this might look so weird because I'm just like, I never have this window open. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I've been obsessed with this idea of SPF and reapplying. And I've been watching these videos of people reapplying SPF over their makeup, and they use, you know, these powders, which I'm gonna try. But they also use like a spray. So I have the one from Kula, but it does, I think, contain some kind of an alcohol, and I can smell it when I spray it, and I don't know, something about it just makes me feel like it's a little drying on my skin and can possibly be irritating. And also, you know, I've heard experts, like skincare experts, talk about it, and they say that like you're not necessarily getting great coverage. So I watched a couple people reapplying SPF, like sunscreen, straight up sunscreen over their makeup using a sponge. And I was like, I'm very interested in this. I want to try it. So I wanted to do that today since I am wearing makeup. I'm not wearing a ton of makeup. Like I said, I'm not wearing a liquid foundation, but I thought it would be a good opportunity to just kind of like see if it might work. Cause I'm not going anywhere. So if I fuck it up, it's totally fine. So, I'm actually going to use this new sponge. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna use any kind of beauty blender, but you want it to be dry, you know, because otherwise the water is either going to break down your sunscreen. It's going to like minimize the effect of it or something. I don't know. I gotta open this. Okay, so dry sponge. This is the new Water Tone Makeup Forever sponge. I just kind of like it. Anyway, and then I'm going to use, I have two favorite sunscreens. One is the I just hit myself in the eye. The Tatcha Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen, which is supposed to be, it's non-comedogenic. That word, non-comedogenic, like it's just so much. I can't remember what the other reasons are. It doesn't have any like irritating ingredients. It's supposed to be good for pores, and I tend to get clogged pores. So this is one of my favorites. It's also, it keeps me a little bit more matte. My skin tends to be a little bit more dewy, so I like this one. The Elta MD sunscreen is really good, but it's a little bit more hydrating. I really like that one too if I'm not wearing any makeup, but if I wear it underneath makeup, it tends to not break me out, but make me a little bit more oily. So I'm gonna use this, because it's what I am, you know, what I used before I applied my makeup. And I think what I'm gonna do is kind of smooth it out on the back of my hand. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna kind of like evenly distribute it on the back of my hand. And I used a lot. Feels like such a waste since I'm not going anywhere, but. And then using the sponge, this part of the sponge, I'm gonna pick it up evenly. I'm so nervous about this. Like that. And then I'm just going to press it into my skin. I'm very interested in like if it's gonna break up my makeup, because see, when I did my makeup today, I really didn't use that many creams. I used a cream blush, maybe like smaller motions. I used a lot of mineral powders, a lot of Bare Minerals today. I used a cream blush. I used a little bit of a concealer, cream concealer, a little bit of Tarte, not cream concealer, like a liquid cream concealer. I don't know, like a regular concealer. I used a little bit of a cream contour, my KKW Beauty contour. Obviously, I'm wearing eyeshadow. I used a powder highlight. I did use some setting powder. But if you watch any Hiram videos, if you are into skin care at all, you know, I mentioned I've been going on kind of a skincare journey. It doesn't seem like I have to be super duper delicate. Like I can kind of just go in. Just going underneath my eyes. I don't know if I can like really go over my eyeshadow here though. So I'm not seeing, I'm seeing a tiny bit of like, no, that just looks like fuzz. I'm seeing a tiny bit of pigment as if it's like picking up a little bit of the product. And since you guys are zoomed in, you can probably see, like it's obviously adding a little bit more of a dewy look to my skin, and it's picking up a little bit of the coverage. So I'm seeing a little bit more of like the breakouts that I have, like the little spots that I concealed coming out. I had a very lightweight amount. Let's see if I can go over my brows. Because I also, like, you have to make sure that you're using, like, a good amount of sunscreen for it to actually be... But, like, when I do that, I just went over my eyebrow, and there's no, like... I'm literally seeing some black fuzz, you know? But no pigment coming off. So I think in the areas where you want to try and make sure that you're not, like, picking up too much, you want to just, press like very gently like that. And it's definitely made my face look more dewy, and it has kind of like pressed the product into my skin a little bit more. It looks a little bit more like skin, like I feel like I look less like I'm wearing makeup than I did before. So potentially it breaks down your makeup a little bit. Oh, didn't blend that part. And then in areas where I'm like trying to blend in more, like if I apply too much sunscreen, it definitely starts to like pick up coverage. But that actually, I feel like that worked for like fairly well for like a natural summer kind of look, you know? And then I think what I would probably do if I was going to be like for instance, say you're just, you know, you did your makeup, summertime makeup, lightweight, and you're like, I need to reapply my sunscreen. And you do that over top. I feel like if you go in with the sponge and kind of like just reapply your sunscreen, if you have areas where you need to touch up again, you can, you know, like I could go in with a little bit of liquid concealer and just kind of conceal those spots, maybe like run my blush over a little bit of bronzer, and then I would probably just go in with this Jane Iredale. This is the translucent SPF powder. So I would probably, which this is really nice. They have like a few different shades too, which is good for different skin tones, but you just like twist it up. I don't love these applicators because I feel like a lot comes out, but you can kind of like shake it up and you can see the powder comes like out at the end. I don't know if you can see that. And then, yeah, see? Since now I'm looking a little bit dewy, I just go in and kind of like lightly set my face with this. Probably do this before I go in with any anything else. And this is actually a really nice powder because it's not like ridiculously mattifying, but it will take down the shine a little bit. So I actually think this is like a very good option. But considering how oily, like how dewy reapplying the sunscreen over my makeup like that made my skin look, I probably wouldn't be able to get away with it using my Ulta MD unless it's like wintertime and it's really dry out, you know, because I live in LA, but my skin tends to be a little bit more dewy. So I think one of the things to just like kind of keep in mind is that like if you're layering your SPF, you're definitely going to be better protected. So I think that actually worked really well, you know, like it kind of just made my makeup not look like makeup. But I feel like, you know what, let's just kind of build this shit back up. I wish I were wearing my contacts. I wish I hadn't taken those out so I can actually see what I'm doing. Now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit. And then another thing that I was doing was I used a bunch of like the Bare Minerals powders. So the Well Rested eye powder, the foundation powder. I like to use the foundation powders as bronzer. So then I would probably just go back in with this, touch up the areas where, you know, I got lost a little bit of coverage. So right now I'm going in with Well Rested, the concealer. I don't really feel like I need to touch up my bronzer. I might apply a little bit more blush though. So I used the Milani Cheek Kiss and I applied it with just a little angled brush. They're being so loud. I was like, I just got like an urge to film this because I was really interested. I was like, I wonder if this would work. And I was like, you guys don't have to be quiet. So if you can hear them, I gave them free rein to just like be saying whatever. But yeah, I kind of feel like that worked really well. I mean, honestly, like I didn't even do my lighting the right way, so I don't know how this is gonna look on camera, but I feel like that worked really well, actually. Yeah, I mean, I can see some areas, especially underneath my eyes, where it kind of like broke up my concealer, but if you go back in with, like you can obviously go back in with a little bit of your concealer, and I feel like the Bare Minerals powder is really good for that because it just kind of like helps to amp up and like add a little bit more coverage back. Plus it's got SPF in it, which is really nice. Anyway, I've been on the skincare journey. I'm taking SPF very seriously, and I feel like it's really been helping my skin. So one of the things that I've been like kind of concerned about is just like, how am I supposed to like go to, I mean, now that life is like sort of opening back up again, I'm like so excited. I'm like, how am I going to be like going out and like being able to like wear fun makeup and look nice, but reapply my SPF? So I guess I would recommend, if you are like me and you tend to get a little bit more oily, to pick up some kind of an SPF powder. This one is really good. I like double checked the ingredients and I like the ingredient list. And then the Tatcha sunscreen is just really nice because it doesn't irritate my eyes. It doesn't smell super heavily of sunscreen. It has like a very light scent, and it's really good for if you tend to get like a little bit more oily. If you're a little bit more dry, then I would definitely recommend, or normal to dry, the Elta MD sunscreen is freaking amazing. And even just one of these powders would be great. If you don't get irritated by like alcohol contents in, I feel so weird because I don't have anything on my lips, whatever. Then the Kula spray seems okay, but those alcohols can be kind of irritating on my skin. So anyway, that was kind of, I don't know how long this is because my glasses aren't on, I can't see anything. But this was kind of it. Wow, my glass. Oh, I got powder all over them. Cool. All right. It's gonna be blurry for me for a second. This was kind of like random, but I just wanted to share that with you guys because, you know, summer and sun and things. So hopefully that answered some questions or helped you guys. If you have any products that you like for reapplying sunscreen or just kind of sunscreens in general, I am being very picky recently about my like ingredients. And let me know if you want me to film a mostly powders, very natural, lightweight makeup look for oily skin for the summertime. Okay, bye. Wait, look at this shirt. Is this dope as fuck? Okay, first of all, like the accessories. So my necklaces got twisted. My earrings, these are from PD Paula, that brand that I love. This is the earring fit. Jin's eyewear, if you saw my video about makeup for glasses. I got the Anina Bing going. Got some good American shorts on. I got some shoes that I bought at Target about 7 years ago. It's a fit. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye.